you think has been the biggest difference in this pass rush the last couple of weeks and really getting after the quarterback and, making their lives miserable?
I think the biggest thing for us is that, we got a lot of guys, or everybody's just bought in, bought into the system. Um, Nobody's selfish, and everybody just wants to make, plays within the confines of the defense. And I feel like, we've been working to perfect our craft and just focusing on the little things and just making it about us. I feel like, every day that we come to work, guys are bought in and just trying to make sure we're all on the same page. And I think it's been working out for us for sure.
And one quick follow up. Do you think that Latu is getting a little selfish with the interceptions? I mean, not many defensive linemen get picks. Now he got two, and everybody else, you probably want a little bit of that.
Man, I told my bro Latu, man, he's a jack of all trades. I said, you got my guy that can set the edge, he can rush the passer. Now you got two picks, man. He could do it all. I told him in the offseason, you better make sure you tap in, add those drops to his offseason workouts, the way he's been setting up. I'm super proud of him, man. Like, I just know how far he's taken his game, just from obviously his first year in the league and just me being here and seeing it firsthand. Like, he's a guy that's bought in and he demands the best out of himself and the guys around him. So definitely proud of him, not surprised because he's been putting in that work. So, when you put in that work, you're going to set yourself up to be ready for those big moments. And that was a crucial moment right there. So shout out to him.
Joel, go ahead.
You've been playing kind of all over. You played, one tech, three tech, five tech, all that stuff. Have you ever played a role this varied where you're playing different stuff on every snap?
I think over the past couple of years, I kind of say, I've been exposed to all positions on the line, and I'm really just appreciative. Definitely appreciative for the fact that these coaches trust me and feel that they can kind of put me anywhere and I can still be effective, and that's all I'm trying to do. We got a great team here, got a great defense, and whenever I get an opportunity to contribute, no matter where I'm at on the D line, I'm gonna do just that. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity, and wherever I'm at, I'm gonna do my very best to make sure that I'm locked in and making sure that we do what we need to do to as a defense to you know to be who we need to be.
Steven.
I'm wondering something. You guys are probably getting used to this now. What is it like on defense playing with a big lead? Because you guys have had some this year. I mean, there's probably nothing better, I'm guessing.
I mean, I don't want to say, getting used to it. The standard that we've created and the standard that we have for ourselves is very high. So we know um, that when we play our best ball, when we strive to play our best ball, great things can happen. One thing I love about this team, like again, back to the defense, we're not keeping track of score. We're not worried about. Not saying that we're not worried about the other team, but we're more focused on us and making sure that we play our best ball. And I think that's been the best mindset that we've had. And I feel like that's a contributing factor to the success. And we that's all we focus on next play. Like how can we be effective? If this play right or wrong, it's about making sure that we're at our best. And I think it's working out. And as solid as we are, there's still a whole nother level that I feel that we're working on trying to hit.
Does I wonder though, does it give maybe it's a question for Lou, but does it give you some advantages though? Like, whether they become a little more one dimensional, obviously, and then maybe you can take some chances with the play calling. I don't know. Is it any different when you do have a little bit of a lead
I
from
mean,
that
I feel like
perspective?
that's yeah, I feel like that's universal within the
Hmm.
game, right? So whenever you're able to slow down a team or stop them from doing things that they do well, I feel like it definitely allows the game to kind of go the way you want to go. But obviously, the Coach Lou's done a great job in making sure putting us in the right positions. Obviously, D line Coach Charlie, especially making sure the D line is ready. So I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand, like. I feel like it's always a great thing when the coach and the players are on the same page, and it
Hmm.
allows you to have the success that you want to have on the field.
I appreciate it.
A few more, Jake.
Hey Neville, you guys have got Kyler Murray coming up this week. As an interior guy, does it change your approach at all in a game like this where a guy can get to the boundaries so quickly, or how does it change for you when you're facing a guy who's not just like kind of a normal pocket passer?
Right, and got a lot of respect for Gallimore. Obviously, he's done great things throughout his time in the league, and again, it just goes back to making sure that we home in on the things that we need to home into. Obviously, Coach Lou and the rest of the defense staff are going to come up with a great plan, and we're going to have to do our job to make sure that we stop Kyler from doing what he does well, right? So I think big challenge this week. We're looking forward to it, looking forward to the opportunity to compete, and again, it's more so just about focusing on us and making sure that we're all locked in and making sure that we're on the same page.